Hey there everyone, Hitesh here, and I hope you're all excited and pumped up because I am too much. So let's get started and do our final finishing touch for this particular section. And what is that one? So in the previous one, we ran our test a couple of times and we actually were doing all the tests for creation. And obviously it was pretty obvious if we're going to run our test again and again, this is going to be a creation process. So we will be creating multiple things, which probably in some cases is not a good idea. So we saw that on the Robo 3T that we were able to create three things and all of them were the same. Although we were just playing around with the one field only, definitely we'll be adding it more as we wanted to learn more of the stuff. But right now, this is not a good way. And again, always remember, testing is never done in the production. Testing is something which always is done on a local machine. So once the things are ready in all the tests and all the test cases are being passed, then only we move on to the production. So there is the one thing which we are going to do, and it's going to be absolutely nightmare if you're going to do that in the real world. Nobody does that. Nobody. So always remember that. So, but again, it's always being done just before the things go into the production. And that is, we're going to drop the entire document here. So notice here that we are having this collection. So inside the MongoDB, we are having a collection. Inside that, we are having a student. So what we want to do is we want to just drop down this entire collection, and how we can do that, it's actually really simple. So let's go ahead and do that now. So let's go into this helper file, and again, these such things always usually do happen in the helper file. So we're going to go up here, and just like we talked a little bit from the documentation, that just like we have before, we do have beforeEach, which runs before every single thing. And it's a hook. Again, don't ever forget that these are hooks, and usually the hooks goes into helper file, not actually inside the test cases that you're writing. So we're going to go for beforeEach, and just like always, this requires you to pass on a simple callback, and we're going to do that now. Okay, so what we're going to do, first and foremost, we are going to require our mongoose. This mongoose will have a connection to the collection. Now we have already made the reference that what is going to be our database, so it's always going to happen because it is before and not beforeEach. So we don't have to worry about which database we are connecting. Whatever it is mentioned here, it's always going to run at the very first time. So we're connected to the correct database here. And inside that, we already know that we do have a database. And in case you are worried, you can always come back here and listen that this is the students one I wanted to drop. So we're going to say the students, and all I have to do is just drop this out. So we're going to just say drop, and there we go. So that's all what we needed to do. Now again, this drop can be further be used. Now one thing I wanted to mention, always remember, whatever you are doing with the database, it's never instant, never ever instant. So what you want to do is we want to use this done here. How we can do that? First and foremost, it needs to be called up here. So there we go. Once you define the done and you're going to save this without using the done, it's always going to throw you an error. If you don't define it here, that's totally fine. Then it's not going to throw the error. But if you tend to use it here, then you definitely need to call it as well. Otherwise, things are not going to work. So what we can do here is, once the drop actually is done, drop also has a feature of providing you a callback. So you can go something like this. Maybe you wanted to print a message when the drop is being done or anything like that. For this special purpose, this drop provides you a callback. And in this case, we are going to just provide a simple console log message, or we can just go for the done. I highly recommend for beginners to provide a console log message that, hey, drop was success, and then we are moving into other things. More console log messages means the more accurate you are doing the testing in the initial phase. So you never want to miss that out. Okay, so that's all what we wanted to have. There we go. And now we can go and simply run these tests. So we're going to simply say npm run tests, and we're going to hit enter. And let's just go up here, and there we go. 0 passing, 1 failing, and it says beforeEach hook create cannot read property drop. Okay, did I miss something here? Looks like I made a typo. So it looks like mongoose dot connection collections. Okay, my bad. Collections dot student dot drop, and hopefully this time it will run. There we go. Let's try this npm run test, and there we go. We can see 1 passing. That is awesome. Let's go ahead and check it out, and we're going to just hit a reload. And there we go. We can see just one because our object was dropped just before our test was running. We want to try that one more time because that's the very first test that we are writing. So we're going to say npm run test, again, one passing, and hopefully we won't be able to see too many users here. Hit Command R or Control R to refresh. We can see the object ID changes, but on the other hand, the name is actually all good. So we're super happy about it. So there we go. Now we have learned all the basics about how we can write the test. And in fact, we have taken down almost all of the helper file. Surely we'll be taking it down one or two more times in the look. But again, I can actually close it down and move on to the create test. Now that I know how to write my very first basic test, I can move absolutely forward in a little bit more pace and can show you how to write more tests on create, read, update, and delete, or destroy. Some people call it destroy, I call it delete. So that's what we wanted to have it. That's it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. In case you have enjoyed it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button, and I'm going to catch you up in the next video if you will hit that subscribe button. Otherwise, I'll just think about it.